Hi everyone, welcome back to Planet J. My name is Jay, and today I have a pick a card reading for you. We're going to be looking at the next chapter in your life. So, card number one is going to be this angel number right here, 1193. Card number two is going to be 3404. Card number three is going to be 3292. And card number four is going to be 5844. So, choose whichever one you feel most drawn to. I would say for this reading, just choose one. And I'll see you in your reading. I'm going to give you about 30 seconds to choose your group. Okay, Spirit, tap me in to our first group here. And what's going on with them today? What's going on with them today? What's going on with them in this next chapter? Here we go. Okay, so card number one, that's you. I'm going to put the other cards up out of the way for now. Hi, card number one. Welcome to your reading. My name is Jay, and today we're going to be doing a pick a card reading, which is going to be looking at the next chapter in your life. So you've chosen 1193 as your angel number. So let's just get into the reading and see what's coming for you. Okay, so the card you chose is Community with the number 8, and we will look at the angel number that you chose in just a moment as well. Okay, so what can card number one expect for this next chapter in their life? Meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. Hi, thanks so much for watching. We've got Garden in reverse. Interesting. Garden came out in reverse. This is the 8 of Swords, and it talks about gossip, networking, sometimes fame, being out in the public, outdoors, and audience. So I'm getting a lot of messages from that card, so I will actually dive pretty deep into this one. We've got imagination and gift. Okay. I feel like this is the group of people where what I can tell you so far from these cards is I'm getting a sense of peace in the next chapter of your life. Peace and so if you're wondering if you chose the right pile, this is the pile for people who have had conflict with others sometimes during this year or even the last couple of years. Maybe it's not conflict with other people, but feeling a bit strained, stressed, wanting to try something new creatively, but maybe still second guessing yourself when it comes to that. Things like that. If you've been experiencing something like that, then I feel like this is definitely your group. Your next chapter of life, I feel like people are going to be more appreciative of you, expressing more gratitude towards you in many ways. I feel like the main way that it will be materially or physically. So this could be your partner, this could be your family, this could be your coworkers, it could even be your boss. But I'm seeing something about like you, I don't want to call it a reward because I feel like a reward is almost like, and I'm not saying you're not going to be, but I feel like a reward sometimes comes when you go like above and beyond, or, when sometimes even when a reward is expected. But this feels different. This feels like what you're going to be getting, the physical show of appreciation or love or admiration, whatever it is that people are feeling towards you. It's going to be unexpected in this next chapter of life. And I'm not getting like once or twice. No, I'm getting like you're going to be consistently praised, but also consistently, some of you guys I heard, compensated. Imagination. This next chapter of your life, if you are a creative, I'm seeing you get a lot of brilliant ideas, all on your own, by the way. Not any, and I'm not saying you can't be inspired by other people, but I'm getting like the things that you do next are going to purely come from your own brain and your own heart. There's a lot of like uniqueness that I feel like is going to start bursting from you. Some of you guys, if you've been dealing with mental health issues, I heard you're going to have an easier time laughing at certain situations, feeling lighter, feeling younger. Some of you guys in this next chapter of life, you're going to be feeling a lot younger in your body and in your spirit. You're going to have a more youthful appearance to you, not even just in the way that you're like standing or your demeanor or whatever, but I heard it's like the way you're communicating, the way that you are. Some of you guys, it's just like you're going to be smiling more during this next chapter of your life. I keep hearing the word peace, like peace and quiet, peace of mind, peace in the interactions, peace in the connections that you're forming. With the community card here, number 8 could be significant here. Someone here could have Scorpio or Pisces in their chart. Don't have to. Some of you guys, that's someone who's coming towards you or will be a big part of your life in this next chapter. So this could be a new friend. This could be a new coworker that you spend a lot of time with that has this in their chart. Maybe you do, but I'm seeing those 2 signs specifically coming through here. Now, for others of you, it's not those specific signs coming towards you, but more rather those specific seasons will be significant for you. Some of you guys, again, this next chapter, you may view your next chapter to be 1 year. Some other people here watching may view their next chapter to be a couple of months. Other people here will maybe think their next chapter of life will be a couple of years, right? So take that as it resonates. Some of you guys, every single winter season around Pisces season, you're going to see a big shift in the things that I've mentioned. Others of you will be doing Scorpio season, okay? This community card talks about feeling like you belong, feeling seen and understood by other people, being surrounded by like minded individuals, and having strong, worthy connections, whether that is with business, with love, whatever it is. So, I heard in this next chapter of life, one thing that I really feel like is going to bring peace of mind to you is like not worrying or wondering if the people around you are good for you, if they're healthy, if they're loyal, if they're toxic, whatever it is. I'm getting like a, feeling like you have a friend everywhere, feeling like you have somebody that values you anywhere, and that can be somebody that works at the store you frequent too. Like, but I'm just getting like a sense of like feeling welcome. This card signalizes a new affiliation with the group. So some of you guys, you will be changing where you're working. Some of you guys will be changing your neighborhood where you're living. But I'm just getting like the people that you're surrounded by, not only the specific people, but like the way that they think, the way that they align with you is going to be different. So I heard in this group, the biggest part of your next chapter is going to be like finding or aligning or staying aligned for some of you guys with your soul tribe, a sense of community where you feel like you are an important part of that community, an important part that keeps it functioning, that keeps it alive. So some of you guys, this is like improving a relationship with your family, even like being able to show up as a more dependable or just like, I don't know, lovable. I don't want to say you're becoming more lovable because I feel like you're always this loved, but some of you guys is simply because of something that's been going on differently with you emotionally and mentally, because I'm seeing this card contemplate and meditate. Some of you guys are going to be a part of some sort of like spiritual community. And for others of you, this is going to be surrounding like something around education. But I'm really hearing that wherever it is that you're going to be experiencing joy around the people around you. Beautiful, beautiful. No matter your position in this group, your presence is going to be needed. Wow. Anything else, Spirit, before we flip over the angel number that they chose? Okay. Yeah, so this is meant to be your next chapter of life. So I heard the advice for you while you're making your plans coming up. Some of you guys are making plans soon. So I heard the advice for you is to be aware um, of whether or not you're compromising like core parts of yourself or your integrity when you're around certain people. Because this next chapter of your life is not, oh, let me just hang around this person because it's just going to be a little bit longer and everything will be okay soon. No, 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 no. This next chapter of your life is like, no, I'm not even going to get myself involved with that. So Spirit's advising you, I don't want to say become paranoid because that's not what it's about, but Spirit is advising you to follow your gut when it comes to people. Spirit is advising you to assess how willing you're able to be with people and how they're willing to be with you. So I heard in this group it's going to be about really maintaining a sense of reciprocity or even getting more than what you give in these next connections that you have, not the other way around. So this next chapter of your life is going to be a time where you're going to be completely able to be authentic in the way that you express yourself. And if you find yourself covering things up, if you find yourself sugarcoating things, if you find yourself feeling misunderstood, then you're definitely in the wrong spot. That's not what this next chapter of your life is going to be. And I feel like I really need to hone in on this group because some of you guys are extremely patient individuals. Some of you guys are very giving. And for others of you, you have a very large social life. So it's hard for you to pick between who's there for you and who's not, blah, blah, blah. Some of you guys, that's simply because of your career choice, and others of you, it's something deeper there. But I heard, regardless of if it's something deeper, career or whatever, this is going to be healing for you. Again, it's going to bring you peace of mind. So let's look at the angel number you chose before we move on. You chose good luck and fortune, independence, positive vibes with an upgraded mindset. And that's really what I was getting. Something about like your mindset being different, and therefore the things and the people, the energy that you're attracting towards you is changing. This also talks about your thoughts creating your own reality. And that's so funny because you did get this card about imagination. And I was getting something about your creative mind, or maybe even just like your problem solving skills or something like that changing. Now, this one right here is what really sticking out to me, doing what you love, because that's what I was getting. It's like you're not going to be in a position where you are feeling too spread thin, feeling too stressed, feeling underappreciated. No, this is going to be a period of your life where you feel right at home. So if you're not feeling right at home, then either your next chapter hasn't started yet. Okay. If you haven't been letting go of people in your life that no longer serve you, then you're not that close to this next chapter. I feel like those are the things that you guys are going to be doing over the next couple of months to even the next 6 months, depending on what you feel like this next chapter starting. Because some people are watching this right now because they genuinely feel like they're about to start a new chapter in their life. Like they can feel it coming, they're itching for it. And then other people here, they're on their way to that, right? So take what is yours and leave what isn't, obviously. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Jay. If you'd like a personal reading from me to get more information on this next chapter of your life, check out my Etsy page. And I do a lot of readings like this on Patreon. So if you guys want to check out that membership, it's linked below. This was a lovely reading. I really, really, really liked it. For some of you guys here, you've been having people be in your business a lot, or like maybe you've had people gossiping about you. Maybe you've had trouble networking or finding the right people. Some of you guys, there have been some situations that have happened for you recently that maybe brought you a little bit of embarrassment, either by someone else's doing or your own. But I heard that this came out in reverse. So I feel like those things are going to be changing for you. Some people here are trying to get out of the limelight. They want more privacy, and I can see that happening for them. And others here are actually looking to find people that recognize them, find people that can help them, find people who will help them grow. And I feel like wherever you align in that group, you're definitely going to be getting it. So thanks so much for watching. And I'm going to get started now with our second group and put the timestamp in the chat, which is going to be around 12 minutes. Okay. Here we go. Spirit, tap me in. Tap me in. There we go. Card number 2. Hi, card number 2. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're going to be looking at this next chapter in your life. Okay. So this could be in the next couple of months, the next 6 months, whatever you feel, because some people here might be feeling like their next chapter is coming very soon, and other people feel like there's still a little bit of work that they need to get done, but it's coming. So align yourself wherever you see fit, right? Take what is yours. And if it resonates, give it a like. Come back for another one here. Love you. Okay. So the angel number you chose is 3404. And the card you chose is Here and Now, with number 32. And it depicts this little girl sitting on top of this egg with a door, symbolizing something, the start of something new, sometimes fertility. So some of you guys, this could have something to do with children if you are looking for that, or if you are hoping to be a parent. I'm seeing past and future. Okay. All right, so let's see. I heard you don't know where you're going until you know where you've been. So this is the group of very deep people. I heard, what's this card? You got, wow, lovely. The end of a tough cycle approaches. New moon in Capricorn. Okay. So some of you guys, Capricorn season was difficult for you. Something significant happened during Capricorn season. And for others of you, this next chapter of your life, you'll see the most movement during Capricorn season. I heard seasons as well. So for some of you guys, your next chapter of life is going to expand over years. Okay. We got house. Beautiful. Natural disaster. Okay. And blind. With the number 32, 38, and 9, the King of Cups has come out as well. That's this house card right here. Okay. Tell me about the next chapter of life. Here and now. Here and now. That card is all about being present in the moment. That card is all about taking things one day at a time. So one thing that I can say about this group, and I have to be honest as a reader, right? So obviously, this doesn't sound anything like you. That's okay. Maybe choose a different card. But I feel like this group, you're going to have some good moments. I heard you're going to have a lot of good moments, but there will be a few difficult ones for you. Difficult meaning something sudden comes up, out of unexpected comes up, and you have to navigate it. That's what I mean by difficult. Difficult meaning it's not going to be all sunshine, lollipops, and roses. It doesn't mean it has to be the end of the world. But I am seeing in this next chapter of life, there's going to be something that happens, but it almost is going to like change your trajectory or change like your focus or what you feel like your purpose was. You know how like some people maybe they spent their entire life as a mathematician and then one day something happens, they get into an accident and they decide that they're going to start acting because that's what they actually really wanted to do. Or let's say somebody goes through, and I'm not wishing this on you. I feel like for some of you guys this would just be like an extra confirmation if you feel like this is something you have experienced and you're trying to find your footing for your next chapter of life. Again, I'm not saying that the next thing that I mentioned, this example, is going to be exactly what happens to you. Rather, if you've experienced something like this, then this is extra confirmation that this is your message. But some people here have actually gone through something pretty tragic, whether that was like, like a natural disaster, maybe a hurricane, maybe it's rainy season where they are, maybe it's a drought season where they are. Some people here have actually gone through something where it actually disabled them, brought them a sickness or something like that, whether that was temporary or something that they're going to have to adjust to for the rest of their life. But I feel like that is a part of some people's here's next chapter, right? So take what is yours and leave what isn't, because this is definitely the group of people where this next chapter will have some twists and turns. But at the end of the day, one thing that I'm seeing is going to stay stable for you is your domestic life, your home life. So if you're in a relationship, I'm seeing that relationship is fine. Some people here, you've been struggling or worrying about someone in your family, or maybe you're the family member that your family has been worrying about. But I heard in this next chapter of life, it feels like you're going to be able to live comfortably. For this, I'm getting more emotionally like, I would say card number 1 was forming new connections, but in this group, I'm getting more so you are going to be stabilizing them, or they're going to stay solid while you go through these difficult things. So this next chapter of life, I heard for card number 2, you're going to be getting support from the people closest to you, not necessarily new people in your life. Okay. This next chapter of your life, I feel like is meant to challenge you. Some people here have felt like they've been coasting a little bit, or like their life has been a little bit boring, or that they've just been doing things the way that they've been expected to do them, or the way that they said they were always going to do them. They haven't taken any chances. They haven't taken much risks. So I heard in this next chapter of your life, that's exactly what you're going to be doing. But if it doesn't work out, it's going to be all right at home. It's going to be all right with the people you love. You're still going to be accepted. So this next chapter of your life, I heard there's going to be a little bit more freedom for you. There will be times where maybe you feel or you wonder if people see where you're going with things, if people see your vision. There will be times maybe during this next chapter of life where you're stepping into the unknown. You're going to be doing things for the first time, doing things that people in your family, even your role models, haven't done. So this is a time of exploration for you. But I also heard that this is going to be a time where anything super difficult that you've been experiencing over and over and over, or extended periods of time, for extended periods of time, those things are going to be coming to an end. And right after those things come to an end is where you finally are able to take a deep breath. I heard rest for a little bit, recuperate, and then get yourself back out there. So taking things day by day is going to be really helpful for this group. I heard there are some people here who have been trying to overcome some bad habits, whether that was addictions, whether that was unhealthy relationships, whether that was codependency, whatever it is. But I see you coming out of that funk. Some people here are going to be losing some weight. Hmm. 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 I heard in this group, you guys are going to be finding your joy in this next chapter, finding it. Hmm. You're going to be finding out that you have what it takes to handle anything thrown your way. And that's going to require you to be more present in your life. So some of you guys, I heard this next chapter of your life, you're actually going to finally be able to move on from something. There could have been something that happened in your childhood, something that happened recently that it stays in your mind, it replays. But I heard for y'all in this next chapter of your life, that's not going to be continuing to happen for you. Your thoughts are going to be more around prosperity. Mm-hmm. So some people here could have mental illness and maybe they go through episodes or stuff like that. You're going to have less of those during this next chapter of your life. Let's look at the angel number you chose real quick before we close it out. You chose encourages you to think positive thoughts. No way. That's what I was getting. It's like, it almost feels like the things that you're going to be thinking about are going to be something new. You're not going to be focusing on things from the past. And I feel like that's so interesting why you got this card here that says past and future. And then here we have encouraging more positive thoughts after an end to a tough cycle. I also heard something about self-improvement here. So some of you guys, that's going to be a big part of this next chapter, is that now that you've been able to change your mind and your spirit, I heard you, your life, and your achievements, your success are going to reflect that. So this group, you have a good omen. This is a good omen for you. Prepare for big changes in your life. Prepare for more opportunities during this next chapter. And these things are going to be coming purely because of your own actions. Okay? So don't lose sight of it. Stay on track. You'll get where you need to be. And I heard some of you guys, you're actually going to be experiencing some sort of stability, whether this is buying a new home, buying your first home, buying a second home, another one, finding a good deal on a big purchase that you need to make soon. But yeah. So if that resonated, give it a like. Definitely come back for another one here on my channel. I'm going to pick these cards up now, and we're going to get started with card number 3. Alrighty. All right, spirits, have me in to card number 3 in their next chapter of life, please. Okay. Hi, card number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today we're going to be looking at this next chapter in your life. Okay, so some people's next chapter will be starting very soon, like this month. Other people will be in a couple of weeks to a few months or 6 months. So whatever you feel like your next chapter is going to be, or whenever you feel like it's going to be, take those messages as it resonates, okay? And also, thanks for watching. Here we go. So you chose this 3292 angel number, and we're going to be looking at the meaning behind that in just a moment. Let's look at the rest of your blind pulls. So the first card you got is No Place Like Home. Wow. The number 50. No place like home. No place like home 50. That's a month and a half from now. Some of you guys, something significant is going to be happening for you a month and a half from now, in about 50 days. Okay? You got nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moon. Some of you guys are going to be traveling in this next chapter of your life. Traveling, different hotels, staying at different resorts even. Some of you guys are going to be traveling by plane. I heard something about spending time on the beach, spending time somewhere where it's hotter. Or this is going to be particularly starting in the summertime. This is timeless, so obviously whenever you find it. But I heard something about heat, something about warmth and sunshine. Okay. We got idea, robbery, with anchor. Your next chapter in life. Sorry, I'm just channeling into these cards right now. This is the one group where I felt the need to kind of get quiet and just kind of connect to my feelings and what I'm feeling here, because I feel like this is me tapping into what you're going to be feeling during this next chapter. Sometimes I have to get quiet like this during these readings, so don't mind me. This next chapter of your life, I heard you really don't want to be bothered. There's something about your magnetism during this next chapter in your life that's going to bring out sometimes the worst in people. And other times it will bring out this energy of like feeling inspired by others. So I feel like in this group, Spirit is encouraging you to stay vigilant during this next chapter of your life. Some of you guys, is simply because you know for a fact that what you're going to be producing, what you're going to be putting out, a lot of people are going to be wishing that they did it first. A lot of people are going to be wishing that they found that person first, or that they came to the job sooner than you so that they would be better liked, or whatever it is. It's like, I feel like a lot of people will be comparing themselves to you during this next chapter of life. And I heard for this group, that's actually going to be humbling for them, but annoying for you, because you only want the best for yourself and for other people. But yet, some people may feel like they're in competition. Other people may feel like they're less than during this next chapter of your life. I heard particularly when it comes to your work and your profession. This next chapter of your life, though, regardless of how other people feel about you and what you've got going on, it's going to be a time for you to be able to settle down. The message of stability is coming through in all of the groups, but this is the group that got the anchor, which literally says stability on this card. This next chapter of your life. Some of you guys are going to be more independent during this next chapter of your life. Like, I don't know if you're going to be working for yourself. I don't know if you're going to be traveling for work. Like, it almost feels like a bit disconnected from people. So maybe you're just going to be super busy during this next chapter of your life. Maybe if something doesn't feel good, you're going to leave rather than staying longer than you should. And that's going to help you find something more stable for you. And I know how that sounds. Why would I go hopping around here or there, or with this person or that person, or here working there, blah, blah, blah. But it's because you're going to be finding your niche. I've heard it's going to be a time for you to find where you want to settle down, where you want to lay your roots, whether that is with a certain someone or in a certain place. Some of you guys are going to be finding that you don't want to settle down, that you actually want to try this thing or adventure and do this. I heard this next chapter of your life is like, there's not going to be so much pressure on you to figure everything out immediately. This next chapter of your life is going to be more experimental. It's going to be more, I almost wanted to hear like lenient. One thing about you during this next chapter of your life is you're going to have the power to persuade anybody on like anything. Like, you're really going to get people seeing your point, seeing your perspective. There are going to be some people that wish they hopped on the bandwagon with you sooner. There are going to be some people who may have shunned you or looked down on you in the past, but they're going to see you like glowing up slowly. They're going to see you all of a sudden taking the lead, and they're really going to feel some type of way about that. This group, the next chapter of your life is almost going to be like, people are going to be seeing you, watching you, but they're not going to be close enough to you. So you could have a very small circle during this year, during this next chapter, however long you feel like your next chapter will be. And I'm not saying this to make anybody feel like they're going to be lonely or make anybody feel like they're going to be swatting flies during this next chapter. No, it's more so like, what I'm getting from this is like, other people's opinions, other people's thoughts, evil eye that they shoot towards you or whatever, it's like not going to even puncture you. It's not even going to hit you. It's like, there's going to be this strong force field. It almost feels like you're going to have so much like protection from your ancestors during this next season of life, this next chapter of life. I heard next season. Interesting. So some of you guys, your next chapter is going to be starting in the next season. So whatever season it is right now is going to be starting next season. Soul tribe pending. Makes sense. So card number 1, it was like they found their soul tribe. But for you, yeah. But for you, I heard what Spirit wants you to know is that they're working on it, baby. Your prayers and your manifestations, they're going to be worked on during this next chapter. So what is coming towards you, what you're going to be honing in on during this next chapter of your life is finding someone that you can trust, finding someone that sees you as human amongst all the people that, make assumptions or misunderstand you, underestimate you even, or even put too much pressure on you. I heard what's going to happen during this next chapter is you're going to find your person. I feel like for card number 1, it was like they're going to find their people. But I feel like for this group, maybe you're more low key. Some of you guys are like introverts. So maybe that's why the message here is kind of being, I don't want to say shrunken down a little bit, but it feels like a specific someone. Some of you guys are going to be reunited with somebody during this next chapter of your life. And for others of you, it's like as you go through this next chapter, you're going to be finding new things that you want to try. Whether it is, I want to travel here, I want to try this type of food, I want to volunteer here, blah, blah, blah. Whatever it is that you want to do, it's going to be like new things coming up in your mind. And spirit is going to slowly start moving these pieces out of your way. So there's no need for you to stress. There's no need for you to try to plan the next 8, 10, 2 years, little by little. I heard in this group, just go with your instinct and follow it. And I heard that spirit is going to be right there behind you during this next chapter of life. And right before you even know it, they're going to put someone in front of you that will stay. Beautiful. Some of you guys, you already have that someone, but the emotional connection between you and them is going to deepen. And for others of you, this could even be a relationship that you feel like was tarnished in the past. Like you both or this person, whoever, whatever, reverse it to your situation as you see fit. Whether that person wasn't able to give you the support or the love that you needed at the time, they could come back and give it to you. So some of you guys, this is like you were estranged from family. You were maybe you were abandoned by your parents. Maybe you were an orphan. Maybe you were adopted. Whatever it is. But I heard something about someone might be coming back for you, and others of you, this is like a deepening of a relationship that you have. But yeah, wow. So if that resonated, give it a like. Definitely come back for another one here on my channel. Like or comment on the video to claim this and let me know what you're looking forward to most from this message. And I'm going to move on now to card number 4. Again, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Okay. All right, Spirit, can you tap me into this last group? Last but not least, group number 4. It's so funny because these cards ended up like magically having the numbers that each of the groups were for. So like card number 1 had a 1 in their number. I'm pretty sure card number 2 had a 2. Card number 3 started with a 3. And card number 4 is ending with a 4. So I did these blindly. So it just kind of turned out to be that way. But I thought it was pretty cool. So let's get started in about 10 seconds with card number 4. Hi, card number 4. Welcome to your reading. My name is Jay. Thank you so much for watching. Today, we're going to be looking at this next chapter of your life, whether that is starting in the next few weeks, 2 months, 6 months, next season, whatever you feel like, or whenever you feel like your next chapter is coming for you. Some people feel like it's happening right now. They're going through changes right now. And for other people, they feel like it's coming slowly. But wherever you find yourself aligned, please stay tuned for all the messages and only take what resonates. And thank you so much for watching again. So you chose 5844 as your angel number. And the card that you got attached to it was Go the Distance. Number 47 could be significant to somebody here. Some people here could be around the age 47. Okay. You've got Expect Powerful Change. That's not everybody, because I do feel like majority of my viewers here age group is a little bit younger than that, but I do get some. Expect powerful change. And I actually get more male watchers on my channel than I get women. So I thought that was interesting. But okay, we got Live and Learn. Third Wheel. This is the only group that got 3 cards from this particular deck. The other ones only got 2. Stubbornness. Oh, okay, Go the Distance. Go the Distance. I don't know why I'm hearing that song. Boot up, boot up, boot up, boot up. Go the Distance. Tell me about this card, Spirit, in their next chapter in life. This topic is making me a little conflicted, because it's like I don't want to give only good messages, but I do see that for some of the groups that there are good and bad. I don't want to call it bad, good and maybe inconvenient things that might come up for you. One thing that I'm seeing, you guys are going to become stronger. So some of you guys, it's because you're working out, like physically. You've been doing some sort of sports or more athletic things, and that's going to be a part of your new chapter of life. And for others of you, this is more so speaking to maybe you're in a competitive field and you're going to be dominating that. Some people here are going to be going back to school, or you're going to be in a position where you're training or teaching other people to do a specific job in this next chapter of life. Expect powerful change during this next chapter of your life. New moon eclipse. Wow. So this next chapter of your life is like people aren't even going to recognize you. I heard in this group, they're not even going to recognize you. The people you hang around with, not the same. The way you respond to people that make you feel less than, or that try to shit on you, hate on you, or whatever, the way you respond to those people, I heard is going to be so different. So different, like a complete 180. I heard in this group, your next chapter of life, you're going to be more stingy. You're going to be more selfish with yourself, and like some of you guys with your time, with your money, with your expertise. This is the group where it's like you're coming out of humbleness. And I'm not saying you're not humble. I think it's always great to be humble, but sometimes when you're humble, people take that for weakness, or people think that they can get away with certain things. And I heard in this group, you live and learn. So maybe there was a time in your life, maybe this entire last couple of years, or maybe this is who you've always been. You've always given people the benefit of the doubt. You've always let people do their thing. Nah, not this time around. I heard this time around, you're putting yourself first. 777, I'm seeing. This next chapter of your life, people should be feeling lucky. Lucky that you kept him around. Lucky that you gave him a shot. Lucky. Yeah, for sure. This third wheel is not making me feel like this is you. I heard this is other people wanting to get in your good graces, wanting to be around you, wanting you to like them. Why? I just keep hearing, I don't give a fuck. That's what I keep hearing right now. So maybe this next chapter of your life, you're just like not here for it anymore. You're putting yourself first. And it doesn't mean that you're single. It doesn't mean that you can't have a partner that loves you. No, that's not what I'm getting. It's more so like this could be the group of people where you've had coworkers or even friends. Some of you guys, people you grew up with, even family members, I'm so sorry, that like stabbed you in the back, have talked shit about you, disrespected you, whatever it is. Maybe it wasn't even that big of a thing, but maybe it was more so like maybe you've never had people that you could completely trust. Maybe you always had to wonder if someone was your true friend or your enemy. Maybe you've been learning lessons over and over and over, and you're just waiting for somebody else to get their fucking lesson. Yeah. So I heard in this group, you're going to have karma on your side during this next chapter of your life. So you're not really going to have to be pulling too many strings to get people to get what they deserve. It's more so like, I can't. Now I'm hearing that song. I hope YouTube doesn't flag me. But y'all know that song where he goes, move, get out the way. I can't see the actual word because I don't want to get flagged for cursing too much in this pile, but he says, move, get out the way. That's what he says in the song. So it just feels like you're not giving people free passes. You're not like spending extra time doing this if you don't benefit from it at all. In this next chapter of your life, it's more so like you're moving more strategically. Training and development. This feels like a glow up in this group. Yeah, kind of feels like a glow up here. You're going to be looking more attractive too. Like attractive romantically, attractive physically. People want what they can't have too. So I do feel like some of that is like more on an energetic level too. This next chapter of your life, I heard you're not listening to nobody. Like nobody. Now, if somebody has something negative to say about you, block, gone, don't care. Like that's kind of what I'm getting. So if this is not you, I want you to know that once you start feeling like you're in this energy of like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Or, things that used to bother me don't bother me so much no more. People that I used to want to kick it with, I think they're lame now. Like once you start feeling like that, that's how you know that you're starting your next chapter. So if you haven't been feeling like that lately, once you start feeling like that, don't start pushing it away. I heard step into that energy a little bit more, because some of you guys, this is going to be taking away stress from you. This is going to be taking away people's ability to gossip or say whatever the fuck they want about you. It's like people are going to be standing up straight around you. Some of you guys is going to be taking away anxiety from you too. And it's going to allow you to feel more excited about your life because you know for a fact that you're being more selective. You're being more careful. You're respecting yourself. Yeah, this feels like a lot of self-love and a lot of self-respect. I know that the specific card, self-love or whatever, didn't come out, but that's what I'm getting from this. Because I'm getting this is your demeanor. Like, this is your energy over this next chapter of life. And I'm not getting that this is going to last a month. Like, some of you guys, this is who you're turning into. Like, for real. Like, this is you, period. And for others of you, this is just, maybe the next couple of years going to be stuck in this area where people are always going to be trying to pull the wool over your eyes. So Spirit is tapping you into something different, things change, people change, and sometimes people are different during different periods of their life, right? Like, for example, when someone becomes a parent or a mother, oh, I remember when I first became a mother, when I had my first kid, blah, blah, blah. Or when someone first gets to this job, they act like this rather than the second year that they've been there. Now they're, not giving a fuck or whatever. Now they've got tenure, now they get that pension, or now they blah, blah, blah. But I'm seeing something like a big shift, and people seeing you as like powerful, people seeing you as like a force to be reckoned with. It's like you're too quick too. You're going to be too quick. People are not going to be able to keep up with you. There's no way for people to gossip about you. There's no way for people to leave you out because you're already moving on to the next thing. You're already kicking it with so-and-so. You're already over it. That's what I'm getting. you're going to be showing a lot of endurance, a lot of strength. You're persevering through anything. So anytime somebody looks down on you or assumes that it's not going to work out for you, they're going to be eating those fucking words. Definitely in this group, go check out the live reading we did a couple of weeks ago. How are you stunning on your haters? How are you making your haters eat their words? I've seen a lot of other couple readers kind of like use that topic now in their readings, how you're studying on your haters specifically, which was like interesting to see. But some of you guys, yeah, that's what you're going to be doing. Studying on your haters. You're not even going to be worried about if someone's trying to mimic you or copy you or anything like that. Because I don't know why I just heard copycat. But it's like they're trying to do these things undercover. So you're going to have people looking at you, trying to emulate what you're doing, what you're wearing, how you're acting, and it's going to make them look quite foolish. But that's not your problem. I just keep hearing, that's just not my problem. Problem, not my problem. That's just not my problem. That's you. I feel like that's your energy during this next chapter of your life. Okay. So if you're a pushover, always going to be a pushover, then this is not your group. This is the group of people where it's like, whether you've been asking for a change or spirit is saying it needs to come along, this is what's going on for you. Okay. So let's look at this 47. 47. Yeah, I heard something about fortitude, keeping you in alignment with yourself, miracles happening for you. Remember who you are. Like, that's you. You're going to be bringing your dreams to life. You're going to be thinking long term. You're not paying attention to anything that's not paying you or helping you. You're going to be finding your own joy. And you're not going to be dwelling on disappointments for too long. It's like I heard one thing ends, another thing's going to be happening. Your life is picking up, okay, baby? Things are going to be happening quickly for you, okay? So you chose this 5844. Let's look at what it says. Good person, good energy, no negative thinking, hobbies making money. Didn't I say that? It's like, that's what I'm getting. Whatever you do is like gold. Whatever you're touching is gold. Keep going with it. Some of you guys are going to be investing in yourself, period. Do it. This is your next chapter of life. You're a good person with good energy, but you're not letting anybody else mingle with that. You're not letting anybody else mess that up for you. That's one thing that I feel like is really clear. Like maybe what I've been saying so far has been making you sound like, oh, this next chapter you're going to be coming off as stuck up, blah, blah, blah. No. This next chapter you're coming off as somebody who is a good person but knows their worth. A good person who knows their worth. Say it with me. A good person who knows their worth. That's who I am. That's who you are. That's your next chapter of life. Any little thing that you do, damn. This group, you're slaying this. This next chapter, you're slaying. Because I just heard that song from Annie. Anything you can do, I can do better. And then there's other people arguing, talking about, no, you can't. Yes, I can. No, you can't. Yes, I can. Watch me. Yeah. Now I'm hearing that song, gold all in my chain, gold all in my ring, gold all in my watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Yep. So I heard in this group, the reason why this is your next like life chapter is because you've had people look down on you. Some of you guys have actually had people quite literally tell you that the things that you were going to try in life weren't going to get you anywhere. And maybe they didn't say it to you directly. Maybe they said it to other people. Maybe they said it with their slick comments or whatever, but they're going to be eating those fucking words, eating them like breakfast, lunch, and dinner until there's nothing left for them to eat. And then they're going to be starving watching you. Oh my God, this is something. Definitely go watch that reading. How are you standing on your haters? Because I did too. You guys might also want to go watch that reading I did. How you've got your haters mad, or who do you have big mad, big jealous right now? Just search up Planetjayytarot. Who do you have big mad? It's gonna pop up. You're in one of those piles. I know 100% you're in one of those piles. And it's like nothing that you're doing. I don't feel like you're like getting on people's bad sides or anything like that. I feel like it's more so like people's insecurities, people's inferiority complexes and stuff like that. They start to show around you. They're going to start to show around you in this next chapter. Some people here, you've been thinking, I'm not, something that, or someone that people feel jealous about typically. Maybe you be, underestimating yourself or being too humble. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with being humble, but when it's at the detriment to yourself, when it leaves the door open for other people to disrespect you, or feel like they're better than you or whatever, even if you're in completely different sides of the world, different spectrums or whatever, sometimes being humble doesn't work for you, and other times it does. I heard in this group, being humble has worked for you your entire life up until this point. Now it's time to get cocky. Now it's time to get selective. Now it's time to push harder, go harder, show your power, show your strength. Okay. So don't feel like you need to tee-hee, cuckoo, kiki with nobody. You don't need to do none of that. Just cut. I heard cut the shit. So this next chapter of your life, you're going to be firm. You're going to be like not taking no bullshit. None of that. And anybody that can't keep up with that, they're just going to feel left out. They're just going to have to watch you from the sidelines. They're just going to have to hate on their own. Period. Well, It's like you're not even going to be looking at other people. You're not even going to be worried about what other people are doing. You see how her eyes are like slammed shut. They're not even just closed. They look, she's scrunching her eyes up. Like, I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. Get the away from me. That's you. And I feel like all the while people are gonna be looking at you like this little boy who's like, let me not call you little boy. You're not a little boy. Some of you guys, don't take the gender literally, but some people are gonna be looking at you like, oh, they just got here. Oh, they just started this. Oh, they're younger than me. They just know it. They're gonna know blah blah blah. And boo-hoo, they're gonna be eating those words because it doesn't matter. I heard someone say age is just a number. Now don't take that and go run with it and do some weirdo things. But you know what I mean? I heard somebody say age is just a number. The amount of years I've been here is just a number. My experience, it speaks for itself. Beautiful. Beautiful. I could keep rambling, but I'm gonna stop. So yeah, if that resonated, give it a like. Come back for another one here on my channel. I'm gonna be picking these cards up now, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, peace, love, and happiness.